3 hour, 3 hour movie. That'll do it. All right. The need for ideas. Einstein said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." I still don't understand people. There's no one out here to communicate with. Need for social interaction. I've never been one to social. Well, as a priority, as a overall, like it's not on a priority list. And yet sometimes I feel the need to communicate with someone. Of course, I have you to communicate with. Thank gosh, thank goodness. But if you should ever shut down, if I should ever lose you, CompuTrack, I guess I could have an imaginary friend, pretend you're there, talk to myself. The need to talk to somebody, to communicate with somebody, whether it's God. I still believe in God. My version of God is a lot different from what people think. A lot of people think. But I ask God every day, why? Why are we here? Why were we created? Why was that little boy's eyes ripped out by his aunt over some kind of dispute with his mother over land? Most polluted city on earth, Lifton, happened around 2012, 2013. She tricked him, got him out of the ground level balcony play area or something like that. Told him that if he didn't scream as they walked towards where they were going, she wouldn't rip his eyes out, and she ripped him out anyway. He was found screaming, crying in a field. His parents found him. A lot of people visited him, gave him presents. He said, "Why is it so dark, Mommy?" China ended its one-child policy very soon after that. They gave him an eye operation, fake eyes. Poor kid, he didn't deserve that. He didn't do anything. Land. Overpopulation. Every day I ask myself if there's gotta be a way to go back in time. If we could go back in time and change that event. I mean, he's not the only kid who lost his eyes. There's around the same time in the year, Mexico, mother ate her son's eyes, her young son's eyes. So a group of her friends were around her. They're in a drug binge. Another event in China, 2 years, a year later after the other one. 15-year-old boy, 15, 16. One eye lost, jammed by a bottle from an old woman because of land rights. Something about land rights. She said she wanted a drink. He turned around to get it, and he turned around and smashed the bottle into his eyes. At least he says one eye to see, but the loss of the eyes is one of the things I can relate to. It's one of the worst things that can happen to you. I stared in the sun when I was young, stressed out. I shouldn't have. I had to get glasses the next day. And then years later, I got my eyes dilated. And this one time I got dilated. They've been dilated a couple of times before that, but the old lady poured a ton of it. even if dilations are not good in any case. But I got dry eye. I lost my accommodation, although a little bit came back, and I became a little bit more nearsighted. Never put anything in your eyes, never stare at the sun. I mean, I understand what it feels like to have your eyes compromised. My grandfather got his eyes shot out. Japanese-Chinese War. As a soldier, at one point in his life, shot out his eye. I actually have a residual memory of that. Something about his eye. Something about him in a bathtub, dying, and that's how he died. Slipped in the bathtub. No, not in the bathroom, the restroom. That's how my leg was compromised too. I didn't turn on the fan, slipped on the floor, jammed my foot against the door, bent it like that. It's funny how we go through the same things as our ancestors. Similar things. I have the same handwriting as my dad. My voice sounds a little bit like him. Some mannerisms. Some of the same interests. But of course the other half of me is my mom's DNA, and I have some of her characteristics. The merging of our both DNAs create an actual hybrid. But I am different in many ways. They aren't artistic. They have a tiny bit of autistic, but not full-blown autism like a space. So anyway, we get to the other planet, and what happens? They may be overpopulated. Maybe I should just stay in space. Stay with all the asteroids and the wormholes, the dust, the gas, the hydrogen, the magnetic fields, the EM fields, the moons, stars, the peace. Stay with the peace.